3, 2, 1, 0. All engine running.
Hit me with a monkey.
Hey.
Monkey. Hey guys, welcome to the podcast.
Welcome to the podcast, everybody.
I'm officially back. I had a little trip in Minnesota. I know you guys must missed me. But
I do a little Conan O'Brien dance or something for the get people into the show.
Yes, I'm finally back. You're our favorite producer.
He spins around. I can't spin around because I'll get strangled by my cable. But
we obviously got PJG, Will, and James Pallet here. So
why does AI do Hulk so good?
on Gangsta Delicious.
Look at him.
because AI is a Marvel.
He's a Hulk stan.
It's a Marvel fan. It's studying Marvel comics to figure out how to destroy the human race.
If you guys can't tell, we use AI art at the beginning of each of them.
Yeah,
we'll get real artists someday.
And if you guys want to get that monkey joke, watch Fatal Lunch 2.5.
That's right.
5.
Listen to all of our episodes.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to get us started with a clip here.
If you're on a long drive to Bakersfield, we won't question why you're going to Bakersfield, but it's a great time to listen to our show.
Yeah.
I'm going to get us started with a clip.
Yeah, let's do that. I feel like something bad's gonna happen.
No, it's just a ring cam.
Oh no! Oh man.
Average day.
Was the pilot okay?
Yes, for YouTube's sake. Perfectly fine.
Okay, good.
So the reason I showed you that clip, this is going to be an accident-heavy episode.
Yeah.
Man, I am red, and it's so hot in Southern California. My AC, I had it on. I don't know what's going on. We could probably crank the AC on while we record, but my algorithm has turned into nothing but horrific accidents over the last week, and I don't know why. So later we're going to have a segment where you're going to see, tell me if you would survive that accident on a scale of 1 to 10. This was a clip I meant to play.
Hello, I'm Thomas, the #1 blue tank engine. I was wondering, is liking femboys gay? I mean, I like femboys, but that doesn't make me gay, does it? If it has a hole, it's a goal, right? Anyways, that's enough for me. Cheerio.
Thanks, Thomas.
What the hell?
I don't, that in between accidents is like stuff like that, weird nonsense stuff. Yeah. Especially because I won't be working for a few weeks. I'm gonna try not to spend so much.
Oh,
time
you'll be
on
working, but on the
pod.
show.
Exactly. I should just dedicate. Well, I work 13 to 15 hours every day, Monday to Friday. I don't think I want to dedicate that much time to the pod, but it feels weird. It's gonna feel weird to have not go to work for a couple weeks. Man, it's
no
hot
future
there.
in trucking goos. The future is Fatal Lunch.
It is. It's got
future is Fatal Lunch.
But hey, so James Pallet's back from Minnesota.
Yeah.
Land of
Yeah.
a couple lakes.
How about I tell you a little story here?
Are there more lakes in Minnesota than in Cali?
Yeah, it's the land of 10,000 lakes,
Yes.
man. So I got a little story for you guys. Fuck the airport. Never want to go again. So first, I'm going to tell them this story.
Go for it.
So first flight there, we go to, this is why I hate baggage claims. I don't want to go to a baggage claim ever again. So we were waiting for the baggage claim to turn on. It turns on, a bag gets jammed at the end, and the airport workers, they had to stop the thing. That sounds reasonable. And instead of fixing the fucking problem, they decided, 5 minutes, just beep that out. Instead of fixing the problem, they were like, nah, let's just wait a little bit. So some guy took the matters into his own hands and just went up and threw people their bags. And then, yeah, that's incident number 1. Incident number 2.
By the way, if you look behind you, I've got that video of your waterfall you took just to kind of bring the mood down, kind of calm us down a little.
Oh, yeah.
Keep ranting.
I just need to, and then second offense, they delayed our flight twice.
Uh-huh.
I was supposed to go on the plane. The plane was supposed to take off at 8:30. Then it went to 9:50. Not a big deal. But then it went to 10:15. And then we officially took off at 10:40.
Mm.
Well, most of the travel that you've done is by car. Like you've been all over the United States by car. You don't have
Yeah.
a lot of airport experience. What you're speaking about is unfortunately way too common. Do you want to play your airport rant real quick?
Yeah, sure.
You should be glad that was it Airbus or a Boeing?
No,
Jet
it
that
was
you're on?
some no-namer. What
It
was
was
it?
Boeing.
Okay.
It was a Boeing plane.
It was a Boeing plane, but
Thank God it didn't crash.
It
what
was
was the
Sun Country Airlines.
Sun Country Airlines. Shout out Sun Country.
I don't care.
Let's check out this bear you saw.
Super producer doesn't like airports, I guess.
I hate them.
I don't like the TSA, but I mean,
Just getting a good scratch in. Just walking.
don't tell me a helicopter's gonna crash next to the bear.
Yeah.
Dude, if oh my gosh.
This is the only I think you have more bear videos, but this was the one I.
That was the closest bear.
Look at him go.
Was that a grizzly?
Poor little bear.
And then we got
Look at the size of the sunfish. It's like the size of my head. It's crazy.
some fish.
Little bluegiller. Nice.
I think this one is the most impressive. You caught a pretty nice pike there.
Nice.
Look at that thing.
Yeah, it's huge.
We're gonna go fishing tomorrow. We might go to.
No pike in our lakes, unfortunately.
No, we might go to Paris or Prado. We haven't decided
A little
yet.
too warm for pike.
Yeah, but it's still going. It's pretty cool.
That's nice.
What'd you catch a pike on?
I caught it on a daredevil spinner.
Oh, okay.
Like a little spoon. thing.
Okay, spoon.
Yeah, we would just call them spoons, but the name it's actually Daredevil. It's pretty nice. Not gonna lie.
I call them like Panther Martins.
Okay, so they're different. So
That's the company that makes them.
Yeah,
one of the companies that makes
the
them.
Panther Martin, the spoon actually rotates. This one is just the spoon with the treble hook on the end. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
What'd you call it? Again, it's a Daredevil.
Daredevil spinner.
We should just become a fishing podcast.
We should.
I
That's
I fucking love fishing.
That's where we're going.
It's one of these guys.
Yeah, I used the red and white one.
See it? It's just a spoon with the treble.
I thought that devil was Colonel Sanders when I saw it because it looks like KFC.
I want a KFC themed lure. That would be pretty cool.
Hey,
Ungang's delicious.
if we incorporate more fishing content, we can work with some people.
Berkeley, if you're out there, I mean, the people want KFC themed.
I think Guggen is like the one that like works most with media. Have you used those lures yet? Oh, well, you haven't really been fishing as much the last few years.
I know it's kind of sad. I need to get back.
What's up?
Maybe I'll go with you guys.
Is there a difference between chatterbait and spinnerbait?
Yeah, right. One makes noise. I don't throw a lot of
by
action
chatter, do you
bait.
mean a buzzbait?
I don't. Look up chatterbait.
I don't do as much crankbait.
A buzzbait is good for bass. It gets a reaction strike from them, but it spins on the surface and like disturbs the surface of the water, and that like action attracts the fish. A spinnerbait goes a little bit deeper, and it just flashes underwater, but it doesn't like break the surface of the water. That's kind of the difference between the two of them.
Is that an $1,000
So-
lure?
Yeah.
It looked like so
Yeah.
I can tell you right now. So see the spinner's out front. See the spinner's out front right there.
Yeah.
See the that black thing there's the spinner on the spinning bait. It's a completely different apparatus.
I like the Donald Trump and Joe Biden lures.
That's pretty funny. See like how the spinner bait is like a totally different apparatus.
Yeah.
It's like a wire.
It goes a little
That's-
deeper and it flashes it's like a foot under the surface.
That's the one I use.
or a couple inches under the
You
surface.
use one of
and
those?
It
The
just
spinner?
flashes.
They're so heavy.
Oh, dude, you can toss the crap out of one of those, especially if you have like what man, ladies and gentlemen, I got my blood sugar tested recently and it was off the charts. Daddy is not eating no candy or drinking probably ever again. My brain fog is real. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Bait caster.
I'm
was
not
the
100%
thing.
today. I didn't sleep great last night too.
I'm feeling a lot better. I've been doing the keto thing for a couple
yeah,
days.
that's good.
I have had almost no sugar.
Getting that ketosis.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm in there yet. I'm not going to be like keto lifestyle, but I really need to get the sugar down. And it's actually a lot easier than I thought. Like this morning I had steak, eggs, and cheese. And I have an app I use, shout out Keto app, where I log all my meals. It tracks the carbs for me. I've had 12 grams of carbs in the last today.
Yeah, I think for the keto diet, they want you to be
Under
no more
30
than 20 or 30 grams
I think
of
30
carbs for the whole day.
31 Yeah, 31 is what mine's set at. But yeah, dude,
Yeah.
take care of yourself. I'm almost 40. I'm a truck driver. I went in to get my DOT health. I probably telling too much, but it'll motivate me to keep going. But I went in, BP was a little elevated, blood sugar skyrocket. It was insane. I don't even want to say the number because I'm not extreme. I didn't feel like I sat there, but I sit. I mean, I'm a day cabber, so I do get out of my truck.
Yeah.
I'm not just sitting the whole day, but it's in my family. There's a history of it. I should have been more aware, and I've been eating reckless this last year. And it's not reckless like quantity; it's quality. I'm getting free candy every day at work, and I didn't know I had a sweet tooth until this year. And boy, let me tell you, I've been eating now and laters by the handful, and it's so. From this podcast forward, you're probably going to notice a dramatic weight loss, and I'm not the kind to make promises. I just tell the truth. So I'm going to try and get in good shape. No more.
Yeah.
I'm going to miss my beer. I know. And I'm not going to replace it. People are like, oh, you can drink tequila. You can have it. No, I'm just not going to
No,
drink.
you can't. No, you can't.
Yeah, I'm just not going to drink. I don't even need it. I'll do like mocktails at night with like sparkling water if I'm craving it. But that, and then I made a hamburger with the buns and the sauce, dude, ketchup.
I think sugar and alcohol are like related, how like kind of toxic they are for us,
and
physiologically.
Yes, alcohol is just bad for you in general, and the beer is the one with the sugar. Obviously, things like tequila and vodka have less sugar, but at the end of the day, it's like those people who have to bring fake piss to pass drug test. It's like, just don't smoke weed then. I'm not telling anybody not to do or to do whatever. You do whatever you want. For me personally, if it's starting to really hamper your life, then it's like, don't do it. And it's not necessarily the alcohol's hampering my life. It's sugar.
Yeah.
I didn't realize I didn't even like sugar. I didn't even think I did. And then you start to research and learn that it's in everything. Look at me. I look red and sweaty. Well, it's also hot in here because we got studio lights, but it's in everything. It's so sneaky. And I'm almost 40, so my body's like, all right, bro, you were good. We could handle this, but, not anymore. Yeah. So,
well, they used to think fat was the real culprit that like damaged our health for a long time. They're completely wrong. So they started pulling fat out of everything, and fat when the right proportion is actually good for you.
Well, so cholesterol makes almost all your hormones in your body. Cholesterol is actually absolutely necessary.
Yeah, that's why like eggs are like one of the best things.
Oh, I've had them every day. They're so fucking lucky. I'm lucky. I like eggs as much as I do.
But the like food companies switched. They just started putting sugar and like high fructose corn syrup and everything to make up for the fact that like people were buying less food because there was less fat in it, so it had less flavor. So yeah, that's what we need to get away from.
This is next to go, vaping
and heavy carbs too.
I'm switching to these. I shouldn't do this because I they're not a sponsor.
I'm sure my blood pressure's a little higher than it needs to be, and I could probably cut some sugar out of my diet.
Lucy Breakers, guys.
Guys,
what's up?
This is urgent. The voice actor of Marge Simpson died.
Yeah, that was a couple days ago.
Hopefully we're not picking up those dogs in the background. Anyway, we'll get back to your Minnesota trip. We got your rant. Sorry, we kind of got on a tangent there. Yeah. How fun was it? You caught more fish than we had pictures of, obviously.
Yeah, I had a good time. It was fun swimming.
We got a bear. He's pretty close here.
I got videos going on accident.
You got to show the cub video. I thought I sent you the cub video.
Oh, I don't think I caught it in time. I didn't prep it. Maybe in post. Maybe right here. If I'm good enough at editing right now, ding. There's a video of a cute cub climbing a tree. And we're back. Hopefully you saw the video and I'm good enough at editing. Otherwise, I'm leaving exactly that in what just happened and making it awkward. But all right, let's
go. You got another disaster crash video for us? I
got some pallet cleansers. I got some disasters.
Okay.
I'm going to save most of the disasters for the actual segment, but I've loaded so many of them. Okay, I got one. This one's awesome. Okay. So I'm going to play it. I'm going to pause it, and I want you guys to tell me, would you survive 1 to 10? You ready? Okay.
So the whole bridge collapsed on his.
I paused it. Okay. Do you think he survived 1 to 10? Would you survive? We can't say if he did because YouTube. Would you have survived 1 to 10? And then we'll finish the clip.
Well, if I was in the passenger seat.
Wait, anywhere. Do you want me to start it over? Get one more reading?
Yeah. I would have probably survived.
Oh, man.
What do you think? What number of survival?
I want to say, like, 1 is the...
1 is walking out with nothing.
Oh, then I'm going to say probably 5.
5's possible broken bone.
I'm going to say 3 or 4.
Oh, let me finish the clip. Sorry, I forgot to finish it.
Okay, it went from 3 or 4 to okay. Now it's a 10. Now it's a 10.
Look at
That's
how
a 9 or
hard. Look at how hard it explodes. It's not even a fire. That's an
Oh, man.
explosion.
Okay, I gotta say 1 now.
1, yeah, you're walking out unbroken.
Yep. No, 10.
Yeah, that's evisceration. Holy crap!
Now, what if you had a fire retardant suit on now? So now maybe
What? It's a garbage truck. How? What is it? A hydrogen cell garbage truck? I still can't figure out how it didn't catch on fire. It exploded.
Yeah,
Look at this.
it's still got a ton of fuel in it. So
Yeah, but
something
diesel-
something sparked and ignited the fuel tank. So
But to explode, I mean, it had to have. It's insane. But
it's a Michael Bay trash truck.
I'm gonna agree with y'all. I'm gonna say that was
Yeah.
a 10. That's evisceration.
I was
but-
gonna say like, well, just some rubble fell on them. They'll get the firefighters out there with the jaws of death, and they'll get a crane out there to move the heavy concrete structure, and he'll be all right. And then there's a giant explosion.
And it wasn't even like a poof. It was like a legit explosion.
It's like a Transformers movie explosion, man. That's pretty. Ugh.
So
Do you know what happened to the dude, or is there
he
an update?
is perfectly fine.
Okay.
Couple first-degree burns around his
Yeah.
toenails, and his verruga got stretched out. If you guys know what a verruga is,
It's that little flute that makes the woo the noise. The I don't know what, like the little clown flute.
no, it's the lining
Right.
on the inside of a woman's vagina.
Oh.
You look so disappointed with that answer, Will.
I wish it was the flute.
It can be. We'll make a flute called a verruga.
Is the lining a fire retardant? Because that could change.
It would have saved his life if he was covered in. That's I would just want. I'm so curious to know how that happened.
He made it out like a trooper.
Yeah, you could see him at the very end. Actually, one more time. If you look,
Yeah.
you could see at the very end something escaping to the left. I think that was him. Yep. There he goes, right up the hill.
You still gotta blur this out for YouTube.
What? Because of the fire?
Yeah, you're not allowed to show this on YouTube.
We didn't start the fire.
Well, we're not monetized or partners yet, so we'll let this ride. If they
There's 8 people that watch our show. Okay, we don't have to.
It's always, it's
cut,
always
super
better
producer.
To
I'm sorry, cut that out, PJ.
Yeah,
it's
cut that
better
out.
to be safe than
Super
sorry.
producer.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, what we'll do is
James Pallington.
we're gonna let it ride, and then if we get hit, they allow you some time to go back and adjust it, and we'll just throw a blur up over it, which is crazy because that was just machine on bridge. That could have been a truck driven by AI. No proof. We didn't see anybody in there, but we'll get to some more of these. I got a bunch of stuff.
Trash trucks driving into a bridge will
you guys
not
need a
explode. They do not get hot. The fuel in trucks does not get hot enough
Do you guys need
to
a-
melt overpasses. PJ, okay.
Do you need a palate cleanser?
Yeah, sure.
There was
A real
thermite.
one?
There was thermite charges in that underpass. That's the only way that could have caused an explosion. Okay.
Yeah, and then Bridge 7 across the street mysteriously collapsed. Do you guys remember Play School toys when you were younger?
Yes.
I kind of wish I had this one.
The baby waterboarding chair.
No, that's the baby electric chair.
Oh, the baby electric chair.
Ride the lightning, baby. Do you think that's an official Play School sanctioned toy?
I'm gonna say they altered it.
Yeah, let's.
They altered it to look like an electric
It's
chair.
it's 3D printed, obviously pieces, but I want to reach out to this dude if we get big enough.
I'm gonna buy this for my kid if I have a kid.
I'm so tired, boss. I'm
Hey.
so tired.
You're kicking the camera. Be careful.
Sorry, my knee bumped it.
It's okay. We run a real tight workshop around here, folks. But yeah, I just thought that was funny. That's our palate cleanser. Hey, you got a couple articles today. We got something about UFOs and something about animals with that don't need oxygen to live. Want to get into one of those?
Yes. Which one you guys want to hear first?
That's up to you.
UFOs.
Go UFOs. If you want to pull it up on your side so you can read it.
Yes, sir.
Right now, the people at home, the good people at home watching it on their phone while they're taking a struggleful poop.
We wish them well.
Yeah, they can see it on this screen here. With my red, sweaty, possibly at this point diabetic face. I haven't been fully tested.
Okay, so
yet.
this is from Medium.com, which is obviously a scholarly
Wait, I think
source.
we have a different one. I've got this one right here.
This is the Science Times. I think this is this is this is the. Let me find this one real quick.
Yours is a connection between owls and UFOs. I don't have that prepped, but we can do it on your end, and I'll just pull up.
Okay.
The hell is that picture?
That.
Completely real.
Well, I think that's a. It says photo. Doesn't look real.
Okay. A mysterious cylindrical. I'm so happy I didn't jack up that word. UFO caught on military grade camera. This is from coasttocoast.com. We look at some of their articles sometimes. They got some fun stuff on there. In Montana, PJ, in all places, would you believe it? Where was pretty. I mean, super producer pallet was pretty close to Montana. A mysterious cigar-shaped aerial object was recently captured by a military-grade night vision camera in the footage shot in June. A cylindrical shaped object is seen gliding across the sky before moving behind a mountainous area. Ufologist Alejandro Rojas.
Let me correct you for a second. It's ufologist. I'm serious. That's what they call themselves. Ufologist.
Ufologists.
Yeah. Fucking
What did I say?
nerds. Ufologist.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah. Apologize.
Yes, I'm sorry.
Right now, apologize to Bigelow, to Lou Elizondo,
to David Grush.
to David Grush.
Yeah.
We're sorry. Okay.
Who was the former man?
I don't want to show the label.
Anyways, before I get my ADHD brain
Try
goes
not
on
to
a
show the
tangent.
label because
Yeah.
we don't have any sponsors.
Who serves as an advisor at Enigma Labs, stated that the footage is currently being analyzed by the lab. Okay, we'll let you know what the
So
what
is
the
there?
results
Can we
are.
see this footage? Do you have a picture of it?
Um,
Because the way I prepped this, because I still suck, I have a little video here, and I hope the people who are watching it can see it, but I can't actually expand it. So
there's a picture of it, but I don't see. I'm
see
not
right
seeing
here.
a.
Look at the monitor. That's it.
Yeah,
So
that's all I got. I got a bigger close up. I don't see a video. Let me see here.
How are you feeling about this like post soft disclosure?
There we
I
go.
feel less.
If you go to dailymail.co.uk, there's a video that we can show.
I don't-
Dailymail.co.
Sorry about that sound.
You're good.
Cut that out.
You're good.
Yeah, dailymail.co.uk goose, and there is a video that we could show the folks.
I got. If these people squint their eyes, they can see what's going on. It's right here.
What kind of live, laugh, love is this on the side?
Mhm. It's life. Oh my god.
We are pro live, laugh, love on the show. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. The unusual long cylinder of light appears
Yeah,
to
that's what she said.
slowly glide at an angle in front of an expansive star field above Big Sky Country, just before disappearing behind a mountain range visible from the witness's location along Airport Road in Belgrade. That's in Montana, not in Ireland. So we don't want to confuse the peeps listening. June 21st is when this article is dated.
God, people are gonna see how bad I am at spelling.
The sighting occurred less than 4 miles to the east of Montana's Bozeman Yellowstone International
Gave that
Airport.
to me.
I'm so bad at spelling.
All the
Thank
all the
you.
volcanic activities going on at Yellowstone. So the UFOs are going to be up there checking things out. Although the eerie video contains no sounds of commercial air traffic as the UFO drifts across the starry night sky silently.
There it is. Right above our heads. That's the image. I guess there's a video attached to it, but okay, guys, come on. You know what? I loved UFOs until David Grush came out, and then I'm like,
I still like them. I'm still into them.
I'm interested in and I love. We can do a whole episode on aliens and UFOs, but it's like, how many more grainy pictures do we need? How many blurry videos do we need? Just give us something.
Yeah.
Come on.
They're not going to. They're just going to continue to gaslight us. Anyways, sometimes we get videos like this that are baffling, said Alejandro, advisor to tech startup Enigma Labs, whose UFO database received the witness's submission. It sort of looks like Starlink satellites, Rojas told DailyMail.com, which look like a long train of satellites in a row. But these look like one solid object. Enigma has built a massive catalog of UFO incidents, now more technically known as unidentified aerial phenomena, U.A.P., because they may not necessarily be a nuts and bolts craft, as we've learned, to separate, that's why they're called UAPs, to separate what is truly unusual.
By the way, real quick, that one I'm showing on the screen right above us, I saw that in person. I have a picture of it. It looks just like that. It was over in Beaumont, California, when I was leaving for work at like 4 a.m. Me and the neighbor saw a trail of lights like that fly across the sky. I'm talking zipping. it had to be 20, 30,000 miles an hour or
Yeah.
something crazy because it was on one side of the horizon over a silent long string of lights, perfectly straight like that.
Did it have
know,
like
that
erratic
kinda
move?
reminds
Did it have
me of-
erratic like accelerations and stops?
Nope,
And,
just
okay.
one smooth movement.
Okay.
And I have the picture on my phone. I'll show
Nice.
it to you. Maybe I'll put it in here and post. I'm not saying I saw aliens or UFOs or anything. I'm just saying I saw that
Yeah.
thing, whatever it is.
You saw a strange light or something in the sky, and you didn't know what it was, which is
It was a
UFO.
perfectly straight string of lights flying in perfect unison, buzzing, and it was high. It was like 50, 60,000 feet.
Are you
there.
sure it wasn't just this thing?
The more you know.
Well, we can play that soundbite.
Oh, yeah, we should put that on.
we got to put that on.
We got to. Hey, throw me a monkey.
Monkey. The gang's all here.
Yeah, I think that's just the more you know. That's what it is.
In recent years, the term UAP has come into more common use to describe UFOs, PJ, as its more cautious framing presumes less about the events witnessed. An aerial phenomena could be anything from airborne gases heated into a plasma. Okay, so they give us the Men in Black explanation, huh?
Swamp gas.
Like the famous northern lights, to reflections off of ice crystals in a cloud, and on up to more exotic cases of actual solid and sturdy objects, like a flying alien craft. Flying is in quotes. The Montana witness spotted the UAP in the early hours of the morning on June 5th, 2024, about 10 minutes before 3 a.m. Mountain Time. We love getting these videos out to the public for researchers to help us figure out, Rojas told DailyMail.com. In some cases, they demonstrate a true mystery and help demonstrate why the Pentagon and NASA say they are taking UAPs seriously, according to Rojas, who is now a founder and president of the new UAP research nonprofit,
was
UAP
cool.
Discovery.
We should look that up when we.
You had there was a picture up there, and it was definitely a spy balloon or a trash balloon
Yeah, I
being
saw
blown
that.
up by a fighter jet.
That looks like a vehicle from GTA.
NASA and the
This thing?
Pentagon say there's a
Yes.
lack of data, and that is the problem we seek to solve, Rojas explained. Enigma Labs, he noted, is now getting hundreds of videos a week on our app, and although the vast
I used to use Enigma. It's actually pretty cool if you check it out.
we'll do some more research on Enigma, and maybe
I have
we
the
get
app
some more
on my
cool
phone,
videos
I
for
believe.
people. Yeah. Vast majority turn out to be something mundane. At least a few turn out to be more difficult to explain.
If anybody's watching this and they know a lot about UFOs or kind of what's going on, email us, fatallunchpodcast@gmail.com.
We'll look into. We're investigative journalists. Okay, we're not. We're serious about this, folks. We'll
I've
do the
just
heavy
kind of-
lifting, so
I've
you don't
just-
have to.
I was so into it for so many years.
I'm still into it. I still think it's cool.
I just took a little bit of a step back because it's this weird. It's just in a weird place right now. Just it's like it's
What do you mean by in a weird place? Because we're
just
not.
it's like edging.
That
It-
just
it's like they're like just keeping us right there. Like
yeah.
that just proves my point.
what?
That is definitely the star. The more you know.
The more you know.
This Montana UAP sighting, Enigma case. You don't need to hear the case number.
Yeah, well, maybe I can look it up in the app.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry. 294,125. 294,125.
Nope, I deleted Enigma because I got mad at UFOs.
May prove to be related to a particular quirk of the hardware and software behind Psionics's night vision, which the firm has delivered to the U.S. Army as part of a roughly $20 million contract.
Yeah, isn't there a story of like them switching to red infrared night vision and then seeing a bunch of demons?
Yeah, that dates back to Vietnam and like helicopter pilots putting on infrared vision and seeing very like high strangeness and like threatening like entities and like demon looking creatures and like dragons and weird stuff in the sky. We may have talked about that in a real old episode, but they covered that on the Paranormal 60 a while back. He had it's kind of a supernatural podcast. They had a guy on who talked about that. It was interesting.
No, not demand. What?
If you have a well-lit area and a darker area in the frame at the same time, either the lit area will be blown out or the dark area will be too dark to see clearly, as one member of the Reddit group Night Vision noted in 2020. Great. Now we're taking advice from Reddit.
Yeah, when I put in Vietnam infrared demon, the first thing was Reddit.
The result, this kind of blown-out contrast issue could lead to a train of glowing Starlink satellites reflecting light from the sun to look like one long solid object. Okay, so the atmosphere can like play with satellites who are close together, and it can make it appear like the distortion of the atmosphere can make it look like it's an elongated craft when it's just like separate satellites. Okay, so it's possible. No comment on that right now. It's unclear which the company's night vision offerings was used by the witness, who reported their sightings to Enigma anonymously, but the U.A.P. tracking startup hopes to crowdsource the case for more clues from the public. But across more than a century,
there we go.
cigar-shaped U.A.Ps have persisted as a perennial category in eyewitness reports. Perennial meaning that like they're lasting, or they continue to happen.
Well, the cigar shape is like one of the most common shapes, and it's not even that maybe it's a cigar, it's just at the angle you're viewing it at.
Yeah. In 1977, for example, when there were no Starlink satellites, well, I mean, there were satellites, but there were no Starlink satellites, PJ.
What year?
1977.
Oh, Elon had Starlink up since 1920.
When he was like 3.
Yeah. from his
He may not have been, how old is Elon? He may not have been born yet.
He's got to be about 50, right?
Honestly, I don't even know. Well, I'll continue reading the article.
Keep reading what we look
In the Welsh village of Broadhaven, 14 boys and 1 girl all reported to their teachers that they saw a curious silver cigar-shaped aircraft in fields behind their
52.
school.
Born in 1971.
Okay, yeah. So he would have been around. I don't know how old he would have been, but I can't do math right now. While we're live on the air, I don't want to embarrass myself. The incident in which this object hovered over this tiny hamlet, that is a village, not the Shakespeare play, is now the subject of a new 4-part BBC documentary, Paranormal: The Village That Saw Aliens.
Look at that boy. He's there.
He's got a black belt in I don't know what he has a black belt in. Maybe I think say it's karate.
No, I think he does jiu-jitsu too.
Oh, okay, maybe he wanted to fight the Zuck, but I think that kind of fell through. I still would like to see that to happen. It'd be funny.
Zuck passed on it. Elon was talking on Joe Rogan one time. He's like, I'll win no matter what he does. He's like, because I guess Elon's a pretty big dude. He's like, basically said he would just lay on him.
Oh no, it's the Chinese Elon Musk. It's Elon Ma.
Which one is it?
Look it right there. Bro, you gotta watch that guy. It's amazing.
Like countless cigar-shaped UFOs dating back to the late 1800s, when witnesses described them as airships, this case remains unsolved to this day. In May, Enigma's team revealed 9 highly unusual, never before seen videos taken of UFOs or UAPs, including several cases of glowing, hazy UFO orbs. This is a long article. Oh, no, I'm almost done. Where was here we go. Those videos uploaded to Enigma's database by citizen investigators in California, Arizona, Utah, Nevada, show UAPs appearing out of nowhere without a sound and disappearing into thin air. This week, Enigma shared one additional new video case with Daily Mail, a June 8th, 2024 sighting from Watford City in North Dakota, taken just after midnight. We were out camping, and someone spotted a shooting star, the witness told Enigma in their submission. But the witness continued after taking a long look at it and discarding everything else that it could be. The campers all ultimately grew to be less sure it was a shooting star, as the object appeared to hover in the night above them. UAPs are really a numbers game, Rojas pointed out. Okay, last like 2 sentences.
I got the fans lit on Chinese Elon Musk while you do it.
Okay. If 1 out of 1,000 turn out to be strange, collecting them in mass is the best way to get the ones that are worth researching. So yeah, there you go. The sighting in
I got to say that article, like talking about what had happened in Montana, awesome. But man, did they get long-winded at the end there.
Yeah, that's kind of a long.
Is this deep fake?
I could have kind of
no, that's his actual face.
Summarized it.
You don't think that's deep fake?
No, that's his real face.
He looks kind of dead in the eyes, though.
I'm Elon Musk. Murny.
I don't have any.
I'm gonna take a wild guess and just say it's a deep fake.
Now look at the wrinkle. Look at the bags under his eyes. There's no way.
He just looks weird, though.
Yeah, it looks a little like what's the uncanny valley?
Yeah.
I don't know. It could be real. It could be a real dude. But it looks kind of like digital to me. But
let me hit us with another palate cleanser.
hit me with your best palate cleanser.
Okay, well, we're getting older, right? And I don't know young lingo. I use words like lit, fam, and
Savage.
stuff. Yeah.
Dank.
Yeah, I call people.
Anti-disestablishmentarianism.
So I use old. So this video is actually helpful to help us catch up on the lingo of how kids are talking today.
That's why we subscribe to Urban Dictionary.
So you ready?
Yeah.
He joked his glizzy 10 feet from
So
the base.
an edgelord is an edge maxer, or
That's cap. Common glizz conception,
My
actually.
bad.
Edgelords are dark humor soy boys, and edge maxers are masters of fapping and gooning.
oh, I see.
I still don't know what gooning is.
Sorry,
It's masturbating.
Okay.
You know, you're not as much of a certified D1 bop as all the gooners at school U.A.P you are.
You're spinning on
You're not like other femboys.
You're a generational glazer.
You're kind of a level 10 gyat. No glaze.
You're doing flips on it, but you two. Every gooner thinks you're a beta femboy gamer chud, but under that cap, you actually have W Riz.
Bruh moment.
Oh my God.
Now you're doing tricks on it.
Oh, I'm so chalant.
It's because I don't joke into the gape, you know?
Facts.
We live in a society, and
No cap.
I'm not skibbity. I know I'm not. I don't want to be.
This
I went
is
to
the
normal
most
bill
painful
and
thing I've ever
no
had to
one knew me
watch.
there.
That's valid. On Skibussy,
You're
you?
W.
What, the Sigma?
Carmen, it's time for girl dinner!
Oh my God. If my Sigma finds out you're in my full box, he'll one-clip me.
Oh, I'll edit out the window. He joked.
There you go, Will. That's how kids are. That's literally how kids are talking
I gotta
nowadays.
explain some of these phrases to you guys.
I'd rather not know, but every kid, that's how they talk.
What's-
Everywhere.
No,
Everywhere.
no, no,
Every
no.
kid, that's how
No,
they
no,
talk.
no, no.
That's how they talk. Those kids.
Now I've heard people say what the Sigma, but like it's
No, that's how. No, you can't tell me otherwise. That's exactly how every kid talks nowadays.
yeah.
From,
I was okay with them skateboarding on my sidewalk, but these colloquialisms, I can't keep up with them. Do you remember?
Speaking of skateboarding.
Nice. I wish I could do that.
Oh, wait a minute. What's that? Bat.
We don't promote child abuse on this show.
We
but-
definitely don't. I
Yeah,
just
but-
had that in the chamber as another palate cleanser. Well, I shouldn't call child abuse a palate cleanser, but that's exactly how the kids are talking, though. By the way, do you know what a gat is?
A gat is a pistol.
No, a gat.
I don't know what that is.
I mean, you have a big ass.
That's a big
Oh.
butt. Like gat damn.
I thought that was thick.
No, that's old. That's freaking. What's the generation after millennial? Gen Z.
Gen Z.
That's Gen Z talk. That's Gen Alpha talk we just saw. That's how the real kids are
Yeah,
talking.
stupid Gen Alpha.
Yeah. Gen Alpha is the one who's got the skibbity going on.
Yeah, and people say Gen Z was annoying. We got Gen Alpha on our tails. Okay.
Do you guys remember a Clockwork Orange?
I do.
Where the like.
I've always wanted to watch it.
It's a good movie.
It's a good movie. It's a good book.
Well,
It poses a good moral question, which we won't get into today on the show. But
Isn't
you know
that-
how they talk in very like English like colloquialisms, and it's very like dense like what's the word, esoteric language.
yeah.
Is that why? So our kids are doing that nowadays with but with their own like new like internet like social media like
It
lingo.
is heavily internet driven because like Skibbity. Have you ever seen Skibbity Toilet?
No,
Dad, don't you dare. I don't you even think
I know
about it.
fire. I know savage. I know what's in the couple.
That's Gen Z slang.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Gen Z and young millennials. No, Skibbity Toilet is a YouTube series of a. It's almost impossible to explain without watching it.
I
watching
could
it, but
explain
What's
it.
Okay.
what's full cap?
cap means like bullshit.
Oh, okay.
That's also Gen Z slang.
What's it short for, or what's it like?
Cap like
Or no, that is Gen Alpha slang.
Yeah, cap. Well, if you say you're not bullshit, you say no cap.
Okay.
Like,
Yeah. Or yeah, like
glizzy is hot dog, but they also mean dick when
Like
they
if-
say it.
Dad were to say he's not wearing a hat right now, I'd say that's cap.
That's cap. Yeah, that's bullshit. Glizzy, obviously gooning, jacking off. Riz is short for charisma, meaning you got Riz.
You know what edging is?
Will edges every day. He's been edging for 10 years.
Well, edging means it's masturbating but not fully like ejaculating.
Yeah, you try to
Like
hold-
you're barely there.
you just hold it at the edge for as long as you can. But I just thought that
What's the cool like? What do we call the? These are Gen Zers, or is this like Neo Gen Z?
That's Gen Alpha.
Gen
Okay.
Alpha younger than Gen Z.
Okay.
Like the kids raised on Skibbity Toilet, which is a YouTube series. Hey, Pallet, why don't you explain to Will?
What Skibbity Toilet
Yeah,
is?
because you would know more. I've watched just because I heard about it. I looked it up on YouTube.
Okay, I've never watched it because I think it's stupid, but I know what it is. It's basically these toilets with heads in it that sing some stupid song, and they are like at war with people with cameras for heads, and that's basically it. It all started with one stupid video.
Sounds
of a
very
head coming
bizarre.
out of a toilet. It's so bad. It's like actually so terrible. I hate it. By the way, it's already almost 3.
Okay.
Why Travis Scott?
That's Skibbity Toilet. It's a head in a toilet, and it's a series on YouTube.
I don't think that's Travis Scott. Whoops.
They don't all look the same. Nobody caught that. Never mind. So yeah, basically it's just a weird head in a toilet, and it's random humor. It's kind of like Tim and Eric on crack.
Yeah.
So,
Tim and Eric has just revolutionized the like social media and the internet and like cringy like internet videos.
And guess
like,
what?
Editing.
It was made with an actual good
Love
game, Gmod.
Yeah, it's a Gmail. You're right.
I hate that it was made by like one of the best games ever.
All right, let's get into it. Would you survive? Scale of 1 to 10.
I would say like
Oh, that's awful.
6.
Do you see what happened there?
Yeah.
Whoop. What are you saying? What are you saying, Will? What's your survive?
6. That's
The lady's all right, but the dude is getting some internal bleeding.
So I'm just saying, you would you?
I'm gonna say a 4.
4. That's optimistic.
Yeah, the guy got hurt. The guy with the cable got jacked up.
But
the lady's okay.
That injury in India, I mean, that might boost the scale. I can't say that their healthcare is.
You know what though? That doesn't seem like something I would die from. It seems like something I'd be really hurt from, but not die.
So a 5 is like broken bones. That's how you break the scale down.
And
Like 6 maybe.
I chose 6, which is like maybe more broken bones.
Yeah.
Like, I'm gonna say a 5 now, but the lady's okay.
That looks like the Vanos logo. And
It
didn't we
does.
watch these guys before?
Yeah, I told you it's my algorithm. Wow.
What, did a guy get crushed by the RV?
I think no, for the sake of the algorithm, no. So you're driving the RV right now. You have to make it to Vancouver Island, so you have to catch that ferry. What are you saying? What's your survival rate?
Let me see it again.
It's coming in. Wow. I believe I can fly.
Oh my god.
8. I'm gonna say 8.
Yeah, anything
very slim.
Anything above 7.5 is like you might die.
Yeah, I'm gonna say 8. 8 is.
Did the frame of the car like collapse on him? If it did, then he's done.
That appears to be the case.
Yeah. Did he have a seatbelt on?
8. I'm going with 8.
I think the seat. I don't think the seatbelt really helps. We got an 8 from Produce. What do you think? What's your chance of
I'm gonna
survival?
say a 7, 6 or 7.
6 or 7. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm giving myself a
Hopefully
1.
he had a seatbelt on and the airbags deployed and he wasn't crushed by the like.
Shouldn't have been gooning and driving.
It's like a Bond movie like action stunt, you know?
It's crazy. All right, what do we got here? Oh, I love this one. So you are not the lady. You are the driver, okay?
Sometimes you just gotta take a shortcut, you know? Yeah, they're fine.
Oh yeah, 1.
What do I got no audio coming out of here?
Maybe even 2. 1 or 2. That's
The driver? Well, why did he? Do you think he's incapacitated? Do you think that's why he went through that way? Man, why isn't the audio working? There are some great screams in this clip.
The garage is done. Or the front of the house, whatever he just wrecked, whatever wall he just drove through.
Oh yeah, I wish the audio was working. What are you giving him?
She seems surprisingly
She is not. She is going absolutely ape. She's like but I don't have the audio.
No, the thing is, I would probably actually pick 10 because I would kill myself because of the bills, but, you know.
Like she just took a couple hops out of the way to avoid death. She didn't, like, sprint in the opposite direction. What
She's
she
in
done.
full shock. She's out there enjoying her morning Newport. You're like, you know, she's in full shock.
And her White Claw.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't have
reality, I'm going to say 1 or 2.
1 or 2?
Yeah.
What are you thinking over there, Will?
I'm gonna say a 1 or 2 also. The garage, the front of the house, the garage, whatever he crashed into is done, but the driver's okay.
Yeah, there's no sound on that clip anymore.
Were they drunk? They just lost.
I don't have the story behind any of
Okay.
these. It's just my algorithm.
Sometimes you gotta take a shortcut, but in that case, it didn't work out.
He was an Amazon driver. He's like, shit, I missed my door. Yeah, my sound is just taking a crap. What's going on here?
I feel like something bad's gonna happen.
How do you know?
This one makes no sense to me. I'll preface by saying that. So, for audio listeners, which we should have been addressing from the beginning.
Is this a trash compactor?
It's a trash something.
This is not in America.
This is definitely not at the Guangzhilong factory. I'll tell you that.
Well, the thing is, if you're living in China, you have the Dongguan factory, so you might survive from anything,
Yeah, but this is definitely not the Dongguan factory. You'll see in a second.
See, this is what happens when you don't take enough industrial grade glycine.
Yeah.
Oh, I have a feeling I know what's going to happen. Yeah, I knew it.
How? Why? What happened? So you got to base your survival on what do you think is at the bottom of that hole?
I'm going to say 6. I'm going to be optimistic.
What do you think, Will?
They don't have a seatbelt on, so that's no bueno.
There probably isn't seatbelts in China. I'm gonna take a guess, and I'm not trying to be.
Yeah,
some
he
certain way.
doesn't have enough social credits for a seatbelt. Okay, Will.
Yeah, not yet. That was a good one. Yeah, he hasn't earned his seatbelt yet.
They were gonna give it to him, but then he played Call of Duty for 3 hours, and they're like, "Nope, no, the 6 weeks with no seatbelt."
Yeah, and he's like, I get my seatbelt tomorrow, guys. I just got to finish this last load. And I'll get my seatbelt tomorrow. My wife is going to be so happy knowing I'm safe. Oh, man, when I get home, I'm going to do, oh, my God, what's going on?
They have a helmet on, though, so that's good.
At that pit must be deep because that full truck disappears.
Yeah.
What are you thinking, Will?
I'm going to say 7.
Okay.
There's broken bones, no seatbelt. Like, I mean, if you don't have a seatbelt on, it's so easy to die. Just get crushed when your head falls out the window, or it's a gift.
You're the kid on the front of the bike.
Oh, he's okay. He just got some road rash and maybe a concussion.
I'm going to say 4.
And got credit carded by a bike.
4's.
Yeah, he's wrecked. He got hurt, but he's not. It's not fatal.
I think I would have like a broken bone.
Yeah, it could be a broken bone, and his knee on the knee on the cobblestone is just brutal.
It's straight,
but
cheese grater.
All the kids in my system are getting a 10. So
there needs to be a maximum occupancy on a bike. There shouldn't be 4 people on a 1-seater bike.
This is the classic case of freak out. It's clearly an elderly person driving the car up there. And it's an airbag deployment. Your car is totaled because you freaked out.
3.
They're fine.
Airbag, it's got to be at least a 2.
3. I'm giving it a 3.
3, yeah. If they're elderly, an airbag could be a real problem.
They might have had a heart attack from in the aftermath, and and that could have been fatal. But
I wish I had
they're okay. The car is not. Did they think there was like they just saw the other car coming, so they accelerated?
Yeah, they got scared. I'll try to explain what happened. So these girls are on a Ferris wheel.
Yeah.
And the girls start saying, "Look, a plane!" And then a plane literally crashes into the Ferris wheel.
No one's surviving that. No one is surviving that.
Well, wait and see. It doesn't fall over, and there's no fire. There's just a plane stuck on the Ferris wheel.
Uh-huh.
And then the girls, man, it's not fun without audio. Maybe I'll save this clip for next week. They're like,
Yeah.
Mom, Mommy.
Unless Keanu Reeves just drops out of the
2
sky on a
What about? Well,
repels
you're
out
the
of
pilot.
the sky
You're the pilot in this scenario.
and saves them
5.
from the top of the
There it is.
flaming
The
wreckage
plane
of the
actually
Ferris wheel.
look at the plane got stuck to the Ferris wheel. Did you see it?
Was the plane trying to land? All right.
I don't know. I have no idea what the dang thing was trying to do, but check it out. It's stuck.
I want to say 5. 5
You
or
think
6.
the pilot 5 or 6?
Yeah.
We could look this up real quick. Actually, plane.
I'm gonna say the pilot is like, oh man, he got hurt for sure.
I like how our search is still Skibbity Toilet.
Most people who 150, 180 miles an hour into a Ferris wheel, I'm going to say it's not good odds that you're going to survive. He must have been trying to land the plane, and you just didn't see the Ferris wheel, but maybe ran out of gas and just was trying to land it.
See, they both survived.
Did an emergency landing, and he just careened into a Ferris wheel.
Woman awarded $1.5 million in damages. Oh, this was in New South Wales. Amber Christine Ardwell was just 13 when a light plane crashed into her Ferris wheel set up next to an airstrip. Well, it was a Ferris wheel next to an airstrip. What do you? I mean, you know,
not the best place for a Ferris wheel.
I'm gonna put up this radio tower on this airstrip.
I'm not a civil engineer, but it's probably not the best thing. Best place to put it.
When did this happen? Do we see any dates on here?
There's supposed to be
this article is more than 3 years old, so this is a little while ago.
Every like high rise next to an airport has to have like a flashing red light on it, though.
Yeah, of course. Here, hit me with a monkey. Let me see if the audio is working over there. Audio's working over there, so it's just the program is.
Maybe let's try this phone.
When was it? So this was in 2011 when it happened. A young woman who was on the Ferris wheel when it was struck by a light plane has been awarded $1.5 million in damages in a New South Wales court. She was unemployable almost 10 years after the event. At the time, she was 13. Her and her brother were riding a 20-meter high amusement at the annual Bar Beach Festival near Terry in October 2011 when a two-seat light plane took off at adjacent. So it had just taken off.
Oh, okay. So they didn't have enough altitude.
The aircraft attempted a landing before taking off again, veering left into the Ferris wheel.
Yikes.
But what happened to her?
She got jacked up.
But it didn't look. But if you saw the people taking the videos, they were standing. Supreme Court this week found counsel and Paul Cox negligent for breaching their care to the woman. Evidence makes it clear she was frightened the Ferris wheel was going to collapse and the fuel from the plane would ignite and that she and her brother would die. Cox was ordered to cover 35% of the $1.5 million in damages. He failed in his lawsuit against the council despite the court accepting the pilot had suffered insomnia, flashbacks, and other mental harm due to the crash. His landing attempt that turned into a touch-and-go displayed a lack of due care and brother. Am I getting old? I am an actually excellent reader, and these letters are so small on my screen. I'm gonna have to scoot forward.
You have small prompt on your. See if you can make the letters.
I don't know how to do it.
Okay.
I don't know how to use Apple's. Can
you read it off the big screen?
I probably could,
Okay.
but I'm not gonna. I'm gonna force my way through it. So it's just trauma. The two medical experts agreed Ardnell's experience of the collision was traumatic and had significant effects, but were split on whether the trauma had been resolved and what earlier traumatic events had on her recognized psychiatric illness. Okay, so it's PTSD she's claiming, basically. Yeah. I'm not going to even touch that one because it's possible. That is pretty traumatic to have a plane crash into
What happened to the pilot?
You're on. He survived. He was fine. The article, he went to court. I don't know, didn't mention any injuries, but... yeah.
Imagine just going on a Ferris wheel to have a good time with your friends and eat some cotton candy and have a good time and get a good view
and then
of
this happens.
And then your life turns into towering inferno,
That pilot needs more glycine, man.
Definitely more glycine. I got a bunch of clips, but since the audio's
had to have gotten a crane or something there to get her down.
What
Are we
they
gonna
did.
cut this one short because the audio?
Yeah, well, let's watch this guy crash on his bike. We'll write our AI song, and I'll figure out this audio issue.
You guys want another article, or we want to save them for next week?
We're at about an hour. We got a barbecue to go to tonight anyway. I got it. Man, it's audio issue. Stinky, winky.
All right, let's just make the song, I guess.
Did you guys ever see the Towering Inferno, where it's like a horror movie about like people trapped in a skyscraper in the 70s, and it catches on fire.
There we go.
O.J. Simpson's in it. Why? Look at that Towering Inferno.
Hold on.
Famous horror movie from the 70s. It might be the early 80s.
Oh, that's gotta hurt.
He's jacked up. You got the wind knocked out of him. Probably has a concussion.
How did I get the sound back all of a sudden?
One.
Oh no.
One. Pallet instantly won.
Why haven't they invented fuel that doesn't burn? You know, like save so many lives.
How unlucky are you? Hold on, let's let it get to the. How unlucky are you if you're?
Oh, it connected with a car. Oh
Yeah,
my god!
yeah, look
I
at
thought
it.
I missed. I thought.
No. Whoosh.
Oh man, that's the faces of death right there.
That's God saying, "Today is your day.
It's your day
to die."
to meet JC.
Still no audio on this one. I just love the audio on this one. It's so good.
Imagine you're driving home from a soccer game, and you're gonna go watch I don't know, something awful on Netflix, you know, just to shut your kids up because you're annoyed and you want to go home and you know, take it easy, and then and then you get kamikaze by you know, a plane
Out of nowhere, literally. So this one I thought was cool. So this is a planned detonation. Now, imagine if you will, okay, you were in charge of the detonation. Now, it's not how bad you would be hurt. How much trouble you think you're in? Ready? So just trying to get rid of that little like glade or cliff right there. They weren't trying to get rid of that much.
Yeah. And they created a dam.
They sure damn did. What are you telling your boss?
I'm going on my 15-minute break. I'm going on lunch.
I'll be back.
You know, I would go there with a
Dude,
friend.
you hire 5 dudes from Home Depot. You get them some Bobcats. They'll have that cleaned up in 45 minutes, man.
Pay him $25 a pop.
You know, just say.
You get them some.
I would just go. Person who did it says what?
Yeah, person who did it says what? What?
Is that
you did it, boss.
Were they quarrying? What were they doing?
It looks like it. I don't know
Okay.
exactly what they're doing, but okay. Let me see if I can get the audio to this one real quick. That update I did today did some weird stuff to my computer. I'm also very tech illiterate. There we go.
Full cap.
So here you go. You're driving this. It's like a side-by-side with a parasail.
Why have the parasail on there?
Because you can fly.
And then crash into a Ferris wheel?
Well, this is some redneck engineering.
It doesn't have wings. That's a 10. That's a 10. You're not surviving that. There's no
It's
way.
like a 4-story building, and he hit that thing. I mean,
It's got a fan on the back of it too. Nice.
yeah. Oh, they fully intended to
Listen.
invent something new. You can hear it kick on
Listen.
right here. And nobody watching it is going, ah. They're all just like, look how beautiful it is. Jed done it.
It's the Wright brothers, but you know.
The wrong brothers, am I right?
The wrong brothers. Wright brothers that quickly turn into the wrong brothers. Listen, if you want to do this is probably a little politically incorrect. It'll get us canceled. But if you're thinking about surprising the Israelis on October 7th, you could engineer something like that.
Yeah, they probably had stuff like that.
Oh man.
Oh man.
Hamas was taking notes when they saw that.
Well, that was a good clip to end it on.
Yeah.
Let's pull up Suno, the AI overlord that soon will
terrible.
be taking over.
What, do you know what happened to the dude? He's dead. We don't even know what happened. It's
We
fine.
can look it up.
Yeah.
Actually, no, he's alive. Perfectly fine. Walked away for the YouTube algorithm. He was perfectly fine. What style of music do you guys want to do?
You know what? I think we should do country because that redneck convention, man.
There we go, country. I'm gonna do country ballad, crescendo. Country ballad, crescendo, huge guitars. And then I'll let you get the first few lyrics. I'll count you in. You ready? 3, 2, 1.
Oh, got the moonshine Bruin, gonna have a good time. Flying in the air with the ATV, gonna take flight. The Wright brothers are out of sight.
Oh, I'm just enjoying this Ferris wheel with my brother. Look at that. Is that a plane? Ah! Mom! Mom!
Possible lawsuit.
Xi Jinping didn't get me my seatbelt. Hopefully I'm safe. And oops, I'm falling.
Oops, I'm falling.
What else did we get today? Cigar-shaped UFO outside of Montana looks like a floating dildo. Oh, I don't think I could say dildo. Looks like a floating dong. Yeah, you can go again. Ready? 3, 2.
James Pallet isn't a big fan of them airports, TSA, and airport security.
Yo, we got the U.A.Ps. We got the ATVs. They're falling out of the sky.
Burning the trees.
Burning the trees.
I'm going to jump this bridge on my e-bike. It doesn't register.
It's like a Michael Bay movie, but everybody died.
Oops. Hold on one sec. And monkey.
I got one.
Let me get this and monkey. And monkey.
Oh, I'm driving back home after a long day at work. My kids are little shits and oops, a plane.
Okay, we gotta get
planes, trains, and automobiles and fiery wrecks. Everybody better hit the deck.
Okay, let's run this. We
Okay,
got 700 lyrics.
I like how we're making.
We're getting better. We're getting better.
I like how we're making this sound like rap, even though it's
country. Yeah.
I think that's my fault.
I'm trying to think if there's anything else. There's nothing. I think I'm okay with that. You guys okay with that?
Yeah.
It's called. It's probably. Oh, I might have left a couple. No, it worked. It worked.
Even with Xi Jinping.
Yeah. Oh, got the moonshine ruined, gonna have. It's what the song is called. All right, we're going to play the first one like we usually do, and then we'll end the episode on the second one. So here we go.
We provided the raw materials. Now AI has to use.
Exactly. It's a tool. People are like, it's going to take over. It's a tool. It's a tool. It's just like your mom. Oh. All right, here we go. First song.
I feel kind of bad about the October 7th comment, but listen. We're not saying it wasn't a tragedy, but we're a comedy show, folks, okay? All right, I'm my lighter on me. Dang it.
Oh, got the moonshine ruined. Gonna have a good time. Flying in the air with the ATV. Gonna take flight. The Wright brothers are out of sight. I'm just enjoying the Ferris wheel with my brother. Is that a plane, Mom? Possible lawsuit. Shipping didn't give me my seatbelt. Hopefully MCC. And oops, I'm falling. Oops. Cigar-shaped UFO outside of Montana. Looks like a floating dong. James Pallet isn't a big fan of them airport TSA and airport security. Yo, we got the U.A.P, we got the ATV. They're falling out of the sky, burning the trees. I'm gonna jump this bridge on my e-bike and monkey. Oh, I'm driving back home after a long day at work. Here's a little shoots and oops, a plane.
And oops, a plane. We should soundboard and oops, a plane.
Yes.
We'll soundboard and oops, a plane after.
There it is.
All right, let's hit.
Yeah, Uno Mas for us, or?
Yep. Here's number 2, and on that one, we'll let it
close
play
out the
through,
show.
fade it out, and
Thanks
thank
for
you very
listening,
much,
everybody. Come back next week.
Yeah.
We got more. We'll probably have another fiery wreck or two. Not as many as this show.
Oh, we'll see what my algorithm takes us next week. For some reason, I left India and I went into crashes. You know, I had a bunch of content from India, and now it's just a bunch of like horrible crashes where everybody lived and we're perfectly fine. So, okay, got the moonshine.
And we learned about physics.
Not yet. So, all right, guys. Bye.
See you later.
Peace.
I love you.
Till next week.
It's nice being back.
Fatal Lunch Podcast.
Fatal Lunch Podcast.
Come back next week, folks.
Ooh, I like the way this one's starting better already.
Little reverb.
Oh, got the moonshine ruined. Gonna have a good time flying in the air with the ATV. Gonna take flight. The Wright brothers are out of
Are we having an
sight.
earthquake?
I'm I'm just enjoying the Ferris
Kinda felt like it.
wheel with my brother. Look at that. Is that a plane, Mom? Possible lawsuit shipping.
Look at that Hulk.
My seatbelt, hopefully. MCC and oops, I'm falling oops. Cigar shake UFO. Outside of Montana looks like a floating dome. James Pallet is in a big fan of the airport, TSA and airport security. Yo, we got the U.A.P, we got the ATV. They're falling out of the sky, burning the trees. I'm gonna jump this bridge on my e-bike and monkey, oh. I'm driving back home after a long day at work. My kids are little shoots,